What's up, guys? Steven here today. And today, what I wanted to talk to you about is fucking Team Swagg, which is essentially praising one another for having taken the right action. I feel like too often today in like games, right? Like sports games or soccer games specifically, which is what I'm mostly directing these series to, people just fucking punk on each other for having fucked up or for having taken the right action at the detriment of this complainer's fucking loss, right? Like a lot of the time, the person that is talking shit on you is mad because he didn't get in on the play. But in reality, you actually took the right action, right? So I feel like Team Swagg is all about essentially keeping one another's morale up. Because when the whole fucking team's morale is up, performance can only go up, right? Like, if every time your teammate made a swaggy ass pass, meaning actually made a solid pass that goes in a straight line instead of some lazy, curvy ass bullshit that forces you to run, how good would you feel about that? You'd feel amazing, and you'd want to keep making those kind of effective passes. And the cool thing is, those effective passes is what destroys the opponent's fucking defense. Because you'll just fucking creating massive lanes and opportunities with your straight sniper effective like passes as opposed to bullshit, right? Or what if like a striker made a cut to the lane and he shoots and maybe he didn't score, but he fucking made the right decision by going for it. If instead of because the striker didn't score, people were just like, dude, good fucking run, like good take, instead of just like punking on him for not having scored, how much better would that striker become? He'd get more confident, and who knows, next time that one fucking move that he wanted to do but couldn't because he didn't feel comfortable or he didn't feel that level of assurance or confidence in himself will come out. That one fucking crossover that he needs to do before shooting the ball will come out simply because of the fucking cultivating environment, the cultivating team in which he's in is there, right? Like fucking Gary Vee says all the time, he like suffers under negativity, and I'm the same way, and I feel like we're all the same way. It's like when you're in a fucking negative environment, it's like you can't breathe. Like it's literally like someone is choking you, and there's like no air present. But when everything is fucking positive, when everyone is like encouraging everyone else to be at their best, when everyone is like, dude, good job on that pass. Even if like, it's like even to the point where like you're even giving props to the offense or the opposing team for having crossed you up or for having taken you in the right way. Like, that's the cool fucking shit. Like, that's real sportsmanship. And in my opinion, that's what creates beautiful games, right? But when it's like this, like, I've even call like ego-driven games where it's like you can clearly tell this person's sense of identity is like completely tied into this game. Or you can really tell like this person is really trying to look like they're the best and like they look really, really good, even though when you really look at it, they're playing like shit. That's what destroys games because the connection is not there. It's like we all know what the right action is. And I feel like sometimes because of pressure, because of like maybe bad teammates, we fall into this trap of not making the right decision, of passing back when you know that the right decision is going for it. And so now because you pass back, you open a counterattack opportunity for the opposing team, right? Or you essentially put negative momentum on the ball, and so now it's very easy for the team to lose it, right? All these little micro things that occur, right? But when everyone is just on the same frequency, like meaning the fucking team wins and I win, like the best comes out of people, right? And it's the same, it's almost like that concept of morale and like um, battle, right? Or fucking war, right? Like if everyone is like, dude, fucking sick shot, like your success is solely tied into the success of the other, of the people in your squad or your party. That's when you're gonna do everything possible to make sure that everyone wins. And it's funny because when everyone's winning, when everyone is on that level of efficiency, when everyone is at that optimum level, that the mission tends to get completed. That's when the team tends to win because everyone's happy. I would say when you're fucking positive, when you're happy, it's like just magic just happens. Because yeah, at that moment, it's like your brain is just like, it's like completely on. And all these little connections start to occur. All these movements and ways of fucking moving the ball, ways of like adding momentum, ways of spinning the ball, ways of shooting, ways of passing, ways of connecting with your teammates start to occur because you're fucking alive. But when like people are just like bashing each other, that's when like anger arises. That's when like all of a sudden fights occur. That's when all of a sudden like you feel like you just gotta like just be in this shitty mood and just talk shit on everything and everyone, and you just quit. Like people just like walk off and give up on their teammates. When like if they had literally just pushed a bit more, they probably would have scored themselves. And it's so sad. It's so tragic. So Team Swagg is literally all about just fucking reinforcing those positive, or reinforcing the right decisions as a habit when you see it in your teammate. Like if, for example, you notice that your teammate should take the ball on his right foot more often, and he finally does, and he makes a sick take with it, fucking give him props for it, because that's probably what he needs. You just never know, right? Or if they make an awesome pass, or they actually look up and use their ability to make vision and create a play out of nothing, fucking give them props, because that's what moves them forward. It's like, praise people for the right things. Praise people for making growth, for doing the right thing. Not for fucking reverting down to bullshit, because it doesn't help them. It's like telling a kid that it's okay to shoot shit when it's not. Like, it's okay for a kid to shoot at a person when it's not. It's really not. And praising your kid, be like, good kid. No, you're not helping that kid. Like, because that kid depends on you to tell it what is right or wrong. Like, up until a certain level, or up until a moment where they're essentially come to the age of reason, where they can use their prefrontal cortex, where they can use their entire brain and mind to come up with rational decisions. They have no fucking clue what's going on. They literally learn off their environment, off their role models, etc. So they are learning off of you. Not even your words or the shit you tell them, but literally your own behaviors. So you might be telling them something, but if you're acting completely different, that's what they're going to pay attention to, right? And it's the same thing in soccer. It's like, you might be like telling them, yeah, go for it, go for the ball. But then like when they're going for it and you talk shit on them, that's what they're going to remember. So fucking give them mad props when they're doing the right thing. Because that's that real Team Swagg shit. That's what leads to long-term success. Anyways, hope this made sense. And as always, swag the fuck out.